love you. Like a father loves his son, but I must discipline you. You're going down, old man.
Okay, I love you too.
I already gave him his warning. Fight like your life depends on it, because it does.
Oh, well. Yeah, look, he's the bull, I'm the matador.
Hey, Mikey, your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see.
I'm not concerned about anything. If I was concerned, I wouldn't be here talking to you.
On with his shirt off over there, he's fat. Did you start training already?
This moment and eating a lot of food as well to gain weight because Mike is looking mighty thick. It's actually all started when I was doing ayahuasca like 2 years ago.
I believe I could beat him. There's no edge, it's just a matter of fact.
I finally feel like this is my moment.
That's what's made my whole entire career, is taking big risks, and I want the toughest guy out there. I want the biggest fights.
First up, Mike Tyson's inner demon is back in the spotlight. On Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast, Tyson got real about his dark side, claiming that his killer persona still lurks and has even landed him in handcuffs before. But hold up, it gets even wilder. Tyson's secret training trick has been revealed: psychedelic mushrooms. That's right, Iron Mike's been using shrooms to get heavenly vibes before his November fight. Tyson even showed off his stash on the podcast. Is this his secret weapon or a risky move? And there's more drama. Logan Paul spilled some chilling tea about Jake's intense high school ambitions, hinting at a darker side that could make the fight even more intense. Tyson's taking Jake very seriously, and with their age gap, this fight's shaping up to be a real clash of the Titans. NFL star Patrick Mahomes also weighed in, giving Jake Paul a fighting chance if he can't last past Tyson's early punches. Lastly, Carl Froaks got everyone buzzing, claiming the Tyson Paul showdown might be more scripted than real. He's calling out the whole thing as a cash grab. Keep watching to see if the drama, the fights, and the accusations live up to the hype.
Legendary boxer Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring. He's 58 years old. He's facing off against YouTuber turned boxer 27-year-old Jake Paul.
It's reality, and in reality, I'm invincible. Smoking for this fight, and I think I'm going to be really irritable and nasty. This particular fight, I think I'm going to go pretty raw and, naked.
Tyson's demon strikes again. Okay, hold on to your seats, because Mike Tyson just dropped some heavy truth bombs. The former heavyweight champ didn't hold back when he popped onto Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast recently. Now, you'd think after all these years Tyson might have mellowed out, right? Nope. He's still battling that wild dark side of his, and he's not afraid to admit it. Tyson, now 58, got real about how that killer version of himself is still lurking just beneath the surface. And here's the tea. He's not exactly thrilled about it. Tyson confessed that whenever tough guy Mike makes an appearance, it usually ends with him in handcuffs. He even said, "I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay." Talk about chilling. But wait, it gets juicier. Tyson's got a fight coming up in November against Jake Paul. The match was postponed due to Tyson's health issues, but now it's back on and set to stream on Netflix. Tyson mentioned he's not seeing Jake as just some YouTuber, but as a killer, which, coming from him, is pretty intense. During the podcast, Tyson opened up about his struggles with keeping that dark side in check. He said he's always ready to come back, but he tries to keep it at bay by focusing on his family. Aw, sounds sweet. But knowing Tyson, we can't help but wonder how much of that killer instinct will show up in the ring. So mark your calendars, because this is one showdown you won't want to miss. Tyson's shroomy training secret. Just when you thought Mike Tyson couldn't surprise us anymore, he goes and drops a bombshell that has everyone talking. During a recent chat on Logan Paul's podcast, Tyson revealed that his secret weapon for training is, wait for it, psychedelic mushrooms. Yep, you heard that right. Iron Mike is getting ready to take on Jake Paul this November, all while getting a little help from some magic friends. Tyson, who's never been shy about his love for substances, casually pulled out a bag of dried shrooms during the podcast, leaving Logan and the crew completely gobsmacked. He didn't just talk about it either. He made it clear that mushrooms are an essential part of his training routine. "I always train with my mushrooms," Tyson said, adding that they make him feel beautiful and take him to heaven. But here's the kicker. Tyson hinted that he might still have some of that psychedelic magic in his system come fight night. Whether it's fresh shrooms or just the leftover vibes, Tyson is planning to be on another level when he steps into the ring with Jake Paul. Now, before you start thinking this might get Tyson in trouble, sources say that psilocybin, the active ingredient in magic mushrooms, isn't banned as a performance-enhancing drug. So technically, Tyson's playing by the rules. This whole scenario has added an extra layer of drama to the already hyped fight. Will the shrooms give Tyson an edge, or will they end up being his downfall? Guess we'll have to tune in this November to find out. Tyson's fight with danger. Well. Mike Tyson's upcoming clash with Jake Paul just took a darker turn. In a recent chat on Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast, Logan shared some unsettling details about his brother Jake that have boxing fans on edge.
I love you, Mike.
Same.
And I'm very nervous for you.
Thank you.
And it's ruthless, Mike.
I agree. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. It's so cool to watch, and he's really crushing it. He's a real killer, Mike. Like, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL before he started boxing. Like in high school, he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He wanted to go kill people on behalf of his country. I want you to be okay in there, Mike. And I want you got to take him serious, Mike, because
I take him extremely serious. I take him extremely serious. These people don't take him serious.
A lot to ask of an audience to say you should fear for Mike Tyson because Jake Paul is coming through. There are humans and there's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is not a human, and I know you don't like to hear this. Know that. You believe yourself to be the greatest of all time. So Mike Tyson is a caged animal who at any moment can explode into a murderous rage.
As Tyson gears up for their November 15 bout at AT&T Stadium, Logan's revelations might just add an extra layer of intensity to the fight. During their 45-minute conversation, Logan painted a rather alarming picture of Jake's mindset. Apparently, Jake harbored ambitions of becoming a Navy SEAL and had some serious, almost grim, goals back in high school. Now, that's a far cry from his YouTube days, and it's got people wondering if Jake's serious about this fight or if there's something more lurking beneath the surface. Tyson, ever the fierce competitor, made it clear that he's not taking Jake lightly. Despite Jake's internet fame and occasional gimmicky antics, Tyson emphasized, "I take him extremely serious." And it's not just talk. Tyson's demeanor on the podcast suggested he's fully aware of the potential threat Jake poses. Logan's ominous hints about Jake's past and his unorthodox path to boxing only add to the growing suspense, with Jake coming off a big win and Tyson looking to prove himself after a lengthy hiatus. This fight is shaping up to be more than just a spectacle. Whether Jake's past ambitions will play into his fight strategy or just add to the hype remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, this November showdown is not to be missed.
My experience is that anyone's capable of killing you, so you should be apprehensive for anyone. If I don't know you, that's how I look at people. They're all capable of killing you. Thank God, I appreciate you worried.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night, man. Just know Jake, man, and like, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm gonna be splendid.
Yeah. You given Jake the permission to potentially do some real damage?
Yeah. If something happens to Uncle Mike, it's not going to be fun, dude. People are going to be angry. But if he beats Uncle Mike hard and beats him up, like, that's a problem too.
Logan, you know what's going on. There's no patty cake going on out there.
No, you can't, because when you're out there, the environment is just so tense. You've worked so hard for this moment.
2 men are going to fight. Somebody's going to win. They might fight again.
Mahomes weighs in. Patrick Mahomes just threw his hat into the ring for the upcoming Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, and his prediction has fans buzzing. On the Impaulsive podcast, the Chiefs quarterback shared his thoughts on the November 15th bout, and let's just say he's got a few concerns about the fight's dynamics. Mahomes admitted to being scared of Mike Tyson, which, honestly, who isn't? Tyson, the heavyweight legend, is 58 years old and coming off a long break since his last fight. However, Mahomes also sees a path to victory for Jake Paul. According to the NFL star, if Paul can drag the fight into the later rounds, he might just have a shot. "I think if Jake can make this fight last for a bit longer, he's going to win," Mahomes said. But if Tyson lands a solid hit early on, Paul could be in serious trouble. The age gap between Tyson and Paul is massive, 31 years to be exact, which is the largest in professional boxing history. Paul's been on a winning streak, with recent knockouts boosting his confidence. Meanwhile, Tyson's last outing was a split draw against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. The fight, now officially sanctioned and set for 8 two-minute rounds with 14-ounce gloves, is shaping up to be a real spectacle. Mahomes seems to believe Paul's best bet is to outlast Tyson, but with Tyson's knockout power, it's clear the fight could go either way. Stay tuned, this one's sure to be a knockout. Tyson-Paul fight scripted? Carl Frock is stirring the pot with his latest hot take on the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. On his YouTube channel, the ex-boxing champ is calling out the whole thing as potentially scripted, saying it's more staged than a reality TV show. He didn't hold back, implying that Tyson's recent press conference antics, a half-hearted shove and all, looked like a bad play act rather than real beef. Frock's beef is mainly about Tyson being 58 years old and seemingly playing along with what he sees as a farcical setup. He thinks the whole fight might be more about spectacle than serious competition, especially considering Tyson's long hiatus from the ring. Frock's take has ruffled some feathers among fans who think this fight is just a cash grab with more smoke and mirrors than actual boxing. Meanwhile, Tyson's been busy trying to prove he's not just putting on a show. He's posted tons of training clips to prove he's in fighting shape, aiming to silence the doubters.
So we've just witnessed the press conference between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul at the weekend. It was in New York. And Mike Tyson, I think he's just going to be playing his role. In my opinion, Mike Tyson's probably got the script. That was against the novice pro Tommy Fury, and he got beat. He got beat quite easily as well. Some say it was close. Listen, I don't get wound up about it. I know what he's doing. He's in the business of making money, and he knows how to make money. Fair play to him. Try and take some kind of kudos or try and big himself up on the build-up, and then when he gets the win, which he probably will, because when I saw that press conference the other day, there was like a little bit of a shove by Tyson at the end, like a half-hearted shove. It was like there was like nothing in it. Tyson gets a bit giddy and starts jumping around and smiling. He does a stupid little half-hearted push.
Tyson's been working hard to show he's ready to bring it, especially after a delay due to a health issue. Jake Paul, the younger and less seasoned fighter, isn't backing down either. He's been vocal about wanting to prove his worth and make a real impact. Despite all the drama and skepticism, Paul's gearing up to face Tyson, hoping to shut down his critics and make a serious mark in the boxing world. The fight's shaping up to be as much about drama as it is about boxing, and fans are here for every juicy detail leading up to the big night.
Shame because, let's be honest, Jake Paul's 26 years old. He does train. The main problem I've got is if Mike Tyson gets injured. Imagine Mike Tyson gets seriously hurt or seriously injured. 58 years old, Mike Tyson doesn't really want to be taking any punches to the head, not even one punch to the head at 58 years old. But for Mike Tyson to jump in with this idiot and get caught with a couple of consecutive blows and maybe get knocked out, shame, and it'd be a real tragedy. I mean, any injury in boxing is a tragedy.
That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.